How about you? I'm Hank. I got 400 hours on this machine. Let's talk about it. This is my TYM T574. I love this tractor. We are partnered with TYM to showcase their tractors on our channel. And I've had this one since January of 2022. I'm making this on July 18th. 2.5 years, 402 hours on the machine. Let's talk about the machine. Let's talk about what I like about it. Let's talk about what I don't like about it. And then we will, it's just, some of these are just my opinions for like operator comfort and things like that. And then some of them are like legit concerns. But I tell you what, we have used it and abused it, and it just keeps on going. Let's take a look, and let's just go from the front to the back. You want to? All right, the quick attach. I bent the handle here. I don't know how I did it, but I bent it somehow. I took a pipe, bent it back. I still didn't get it quite as even with this one, but I have bent this quick attach handle. It does still function as normal. No big deal there. I swapped out this quick connect so that they're both the same on that end. No problems there. The bucket level indicator is still true. So when I put my bucket flat, the plunger does go that with the bucket, not so much with the pallet forks, but that's okay. I added the Homestead Implements grill guard because the grill guard or brush guard, whatever you want to call it, was just this black tubing here. And that's the standard with a lot of tractors, is they don't offer a lot of protection up front. But you can see I've run into some trees with it. I busted a couple places. Well, I shouldn't say busted. Bent up, scraped up. I busted my light here, which allows the water to get in. What else? Added a D-ring here to tie down. And a lot of guys have said, that they added some, they welded some here. And I may go with that for like my 754. There's no leaks at all on the tractor. Everything is hunky-dory. I've kept all the maintenance up on it. So there's no leaks at all. 402 hours, 0 leaks. 402 hours, 0 regen. But I run it, it's always at 1500 or above. I don't know if you need to or not. I've seen videos about whether or not you need to do that or not, but I do. I personally do. I bent that back there. I keep it greased, so there's no issue with the greasing there. I haven't taken the loader off maybe once, maybe twice since I've had the machine, so I don't take the loader on and off that much. I did get more horsepower when I added the black paint to the rims. I did my last oil change at 260 hours. I got a video explaining why I did that at 260. I think I just did it for a service video. So it wasn't on sequence, but I needed to make a service video. I mark the size of the bolts there, 3/4, 7/8, and then I put the paint stripes around and make sure. That's just a quick visual check. 15/16 there. That's just a quick visual check to make sure that the bolts aren't loose or anything like that. The hoses here have never gotten in the way. They still are, they don't leak, and they, nice, not frayed, anything like that. And this is the passenger side here. Again, when I did the filter change, I also did the hydraulic filter there. As you can see back here, I sprayed white lithium grease on like springs and things like that. I need to do that again. I haven't done that in a while. But I sprayed white lithium grease on that. The rear tires are loaded. The passenger door here is easy to access in and out. No problem. We're going to talk about door here in a minute. The rear end, you got the lever up and down there. That's an awesome feature. Comes standard with 2 remotes. Got an A and a B circuit. B, I think, is the detent. I'm pretty sure it's the B circuit. That's the detent. My drawbar, for some reason, I either lost it or misplaced it or something. And that's off a 1942 John Deere bulldozer, that drawbar right there. Telescopic ends, they work great. You can see where I beat the mess out of them with a hammer. Stabilizer arms work fine. I added a hydraulic side link there. I like the function of it, but this one, man, I'm telling you, it leaks down like crazy. I'm disappointed in how fast it leaks down when the engine is off. But whatever, when the engine's on, it doesn't leak down. The hydraulic oil you see, or the oil you see here, is from like these loose fittings that I had to tighten up. So it's not from the machine, it's from the top link. Beefy rear end. Got a little puppy over there. Look at her. The old man's just laying there. Gideon's like, leave me alone. Chipped that there. What else? I added the camera system there. You can see that. And I've got one in front we didn't mention. But again, no leaks, nothing like that. No cracks in the windows. The door. Let's talk about the door right quick. The door, watch this. See that? You have to like really manipulate it to get it to open. I need to maybe tighten that down a little bit. This door handle has given me trouble. So watch it. It's just not as secure. And you have to jerk. If people walk up to it, they think it's locked, you know? Oh, gosh. So they think it's locked, you know? You just have to tug on it a little bit. That's really the only thing that's kind of not working right, is that door handle right there. I painted my fuel cap white in hopes that I wouldn't lose it. I haven't lost it, but it's not because I painted it white. Leave him alone. Alright, inside, you know, typical. So this is a diff lock foot piece. I don't know what you would call it. I got that from ITC. Jake McCall over at ITC makes these. And it is a little, it's a little better. Catches the cleats, you know, catches like the cleat of your boot or whatever. That's a pretty nice little feature from ITC. They also make grill guards and skid plates and things like that, so check them out. Stickers are coming off just a little bit there. All the plastics are still in good shape. They're dirty, but they're not cracked. Everything looks good up top. So let's climb on board. The stickers down here are starting to peel off because sometimes I use this little knob like that, you know, to kind of position my 3-point hitch. And when I move that knob back and forth, I rub the sticker off of it. But other than that, it's looking pretty good. All these still work fine. What I did with my vent windows is I drilled a little hole in them, and then so that I can place this linch pin in it like that. While I'm going, well, I'm sorry, I keep my linch pin in it like this while I'm driving down the road on a trailer, and I don't have the potential for the window to open. This is the cable for the camera. Headliner still in good shape. The mirror is still in good shape. The vents all work. The monitor for my camera system. Everything works. Everything works on a tractor. There's nothing broke at all. This is where I keep all the extra cable. I said I was going to tidy that up, but I found out that it don't get in my way. So let's see exactly how many hours I got on it. I think it's 402. Yeah. So 402.5 on the hours. The information still is good. You know, all the display on the dash still lights up and all that good stuff. Park and brake light. PTO. Like I said, I have not experienced a regen yet. AC still blows cold. Yeah, the only thing is this door. Really, for real. See that? So you kind of have to shut it tight, you know? Or if this door is open for some reason, the vacuum that it creates, now it shuts fine because there's no vacuum in the cab. But if this door is not open, now, yeah, that one's almost the same way, but that one's not as bad as this one. Pin on this one as well. Keep some extra pins there. The range selector. See some safety glasses, some electrical tape. I don't know why I put that up there. But I try to keep it somewhat, I try to keep it somewhat cleaned. Not necessarily detailed, but somewhat cleaned. Let me raise this loader up and we will talk about the engine. Look at the engine for a little bit. All the functions still work. I mean, when you talk about 400-hour review, you're expecting me to come up and say this is broke, that's broke, this broke, because there's a lot of people that don't understand, or these big ag guys. There's going to be some big ag guys that don't see this part of the video, and they're going to be like, come back when it's 10,000 hours. It's not going to get 10,000 hours on it. And big ag, the only problem I have with big ag guys is for some reason there's a lot of them that don't understand apples to apples, Well, I wouldn't have a tractor that you can't get 10,000 hours on. This tractor ain't working 8 hours in the field 7 days a week, 10 hours, 12 hours in the field 7 days a week. So you big ag guys, I love you. You put food on my table. I respect farmers like crazy, but man, do y'all give us small tractor guys a hard time. I guess it's the same as the industry of like over-the-road truckers and hot shots. I guess that's kind of a comparison. Let me open up his hood. Here's what the connections look like. Getting a little dirty, not necessarily rusty. Maybe a little surface rust right there. So those are probably due to be cleaned. That one's fine, but that one's got just a little. See that? So I keep the air filter clean, keep it blowed out for the most part. This is the only computer related piece of equipment on there is your DPF stuff. But other than that, everything else is mechanical, which is, what people like. Buddy, what are you doing? Yeah. That's what this side of the engine looks like. I did replace the alternator belt, but the more, I made a video about it, replacing the alternator belt. But to be honest with you, I didn't need to because I still had plenty of play in this bracket, and I didn't realize it at the time. Even when I took it off, I didn't realize it. So to be honest with you, I didn't need to take that belt off and replace it, but I did it anyway. Yeah, 402 hours, two and a half years. So the door and the hood don't latch like properly. You have to use two hands down here and pull this handle out, and then it locks up. So the latch on the hood and the latch on that door. Something about latches, right? Better shot of the grill that I beat to pieces, but it hadn't cracked. There's no cracks in it, there's no cracks in it. Here's the steering components on it. Again, no leaks. Nothing leaks on this tractor. But that's it. 402 hours. It's a good tractor. It's a good solid tractor. It lifts a lot of weight. Don't use that much fuel, and that's just good. You treat it, you take care of it, you service it. It's gonna last you a lifetime. If you're putting 200 hours a year, then it's gonna last you. If you're putting hundreds of hours a year on it, you're gonna be fine. Don't let the people talk about, well, these guys are only putting 50 hours on it. That's 90% of everybody. 402 hours on the TYM 574. I love this tractor. It's my favorite one. It's my go-to tractor of all of the tractors I have. I like this one. Okay, listen. I don't know what else to tell you. I like it. It's a good tractor. So go check out TYM. They've been good partners for us, and If I ever have issues or if I have anything that breaks, then I'll report that to you. I tell people all the time I've got a lot to answer for when I get to heaven. Lying about a tractor ain't one of them, you know. Anyway, I appreciate you guys watching. Take care. God bless.